Hello children, in this video we are going to discuss about the magnetic field due to a bar magnet. We'll consider two cases. What is the expression for magnetic field at an axial point and what is the expression for magnetic field at an equatorial point. We won't be deriving these expressions, but if you want, you can derive this expression by following the same procedure you have done in the case of electric field due to a dipole. Instead of a dipole charge, you have to consider a magnetic dipole or a bar magnet. Same procedure you have to follow. Okay. Now let's see what is the expression for magnetic field due to a bar magnet in the case of an axial field. So this is the axial field case. So here we are considering a bar magnet. South pole and north pole represents the two poles. QM represents the pole strength of this magnet. These two poles, north pole and south pole, are separated by a distance 2L. I am marking a point P along the axis of the magnet. Let R be the distance between point P and the center of the magnet. Okay, you have similar kind of consideration in the case of charges also. I'll write it down here. In the case of charges, you had two equal and opposite charges, minus Q and plus Q, separated by a very small distance 2A. From the center, the distance between the center point O and the point P where you want to find out the electric field was marked as R. Similar kind of representation you could see here. The only difference is here minus Q is replaced by your south pole, plus Q is replaced by north pole. The 2A distance is replaced by 2L. Now the distance from the center of the dipole to the point P is marked as R. Both that representation is same here. And what was the expression you got in the case of electric field? I hope you remember that expression. E axial was equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 2p divided by r cube. 2p divided by r cube. Hope you remember this expression. Right, now you can easily convert this into magnetic expression by replacing all the electrostatic representations with its magnetic analog. How you replace it? Your epsilon 0 has to be replaced by 1 by mu 0. Your electric dipole moment has to be replaced by magnetic dipole moment. Okay, so if I do that, I will get E has to be replaced by B, because E represents electric field and B represents your magnetic field. So what will be my B axial? B axial will be equal to 1 by 4 pi. Instead of epsilon 0, I have to write 1 by mu 0. Instead of P vector, I have to write my magnetic moment vector divided by r cube. This mu 0 comes to the numerator. Then what will I get? I'll write it here. B axial is equal to mu 0 divided by 4 pi 2m divided by r cube. You could see the same result I have written here. Okay, and one more important point associated with this electric field and electric dipole moment was the electric field and the electric dipole moment was in same direction. Same logic I can apply here. The magnetic field and the magnetic moment are in same direction. Okay, so the net magnetic field at point P and the net magnetic moment will be in same direction. And what is the direction of magnetic moment? The magnetic moment will be having a direction in the direction of magnetic length. And what is the direction assigned to magnetic length? It is from south pole to north pole. So at P point, the net field will be in this direction. Moreover, the magnetic moment will also be in this particular direction. So they are having same direction. The other two expressions I wrote here, these two expressions are similar expressions. You could see similar kind of expression in the case of electric field also. You are getting the final result by making this approximation. Your axial distance r is much greater than that of the magnet length 2m. Similar kind of approximation we have used in the case of electric field due to a dipole also. There we considered the axial distance is much less than the dipole length 2a, right, or a, and we made the approximation. Similar kind of result you are getting here. The only thing is the electrostatic variables has to be replaced by its magnetic analogues. You will get the expression. Those who want to derive this expression, you can try deriving this expression by following the same procedure you used in the case of electric field due to a electric dipole at an axial point. The only difference is minus q will be replaced by your south pole, the plus q will be replaced by your north pole. Whatever charge you have used to represent charge value that you used to express your dipole moment, there you have to replace it by your pole strength. Q has to be replaced by qm, pole strength. Okay, then you will automatically get this particular result. You can try that from your home. Okay, now let's move on to the next expression, that is the expression for magnetic field at an equatorial point. You know what equatorial point is, so I am not going to explain what this equatorial point is. Equatorial point is a point which lies perpendicular to the axial length of the magnet, okay, which lies at a distance r from the center of your magnetic dipole. Okay, same logic I can apply here. What was the expression for electric field due to a electric dipole? I'll write it down here. The electric field due to an electric dipole at an equatorial point is electric field is equal to, you have that minus sign which represents that electric field is opposite to electric dipole moment. This was the expression you might have got in the case of electric field due to an electric dipole. Now you use the same analogues here. What is the result you will be getting? E equatorial has to be replaced by B equatorial, which is equal to minus, same minus you have to write here. Epsilon 0 has to be replaced by mu 0. P has to be replaced, the dipole, electric dipole moment has to be replaced by magnetic dipole moment divided by r cube. So what is the expression you will be getting? B equatorial will be equal to minus mu 0 divided by 4 pi magnetic moment vector divided by r cube. Okay, magnetic moment divided by r cube, and this is the expression that you are going to get when you make the approximation. Your equatorial point lies, or the equatorial distance is much greater compared to that of the magnet length. Then you are going to get the result. If you don't make the approximation, you will get this result. Whatever logic you have applied while deriving the electric field due to an electric dipole at an equatorial point, same kind of vector analysis can be applied at point P. Same logics can be applied. The only difference is E will be replaced by B, Q will be replaced by QM. Okay, A will be replaced by A. That is the only difference. Same logics you can apply. You'll end up with this particular result, those two results. And you make the approximation R far greater than L, you will get the third result. I hope you understood those two expressions. Now I am not deriving this expression simply because it's not explained in your NCERT syllabus, but we don't know whether they are going to ask this expression or not. So what you have to do is you have to try and derive this expression, those two expressions. If you have any difficulty, you can tell me. I will try to help you with that. Okay, so try solving this by yourself, but don't forget to study these results. These results are very important. Okay, now what is the conclusion that you have to make here? Here the magnetic field at the equatorial point is opposite to the direction of magnetic moment. What is the direction of magnetic moment? The magnetic moment is always directed from south pole to north pole. So at point P, this will be the direction of magnetic moment. And what will be the direction of magnetic field? It will be from north pole to south pole direction. The net magnetic field. B equatorial will be opposite. Okay, so since they are in opposite direction, to represent that, you are having this negative sign in the expression. Hope you understood this particular derivation. The main point you have to remember here is, in the case of axial point, the magnetic field and the magnetic moment are in same direction. It's written here. The field at a point on the axis of the magnet is in the direction of magnetic moment. And if you are dealing with a bar magnet and you are finding out the field at an equatorial plane or equatorial point, then the direction of field is opposite to the direction of dipole moment. Those two properties are similar to that of the properties that you have seen in the electrostatics chapter. Okay, hope you understood what I explained here. If you have any doubt,